patrol ships, destroyers, large anti-submarine ships, heavy nuclear-powered missile cruisers, which are referred to as aircraft killers. This is the basis of the Russian Navy. All these vessels were designed and developed here in St. Petersburg at Severnoye Design Bureau. For over 65 years, the Bureau has been designing the largest, the most powerful and advanced warships. Being a recognized leader of domestic shipbuilding, Severnoye Design Bureau is confident about its future, keeping the glorious traditions of the great Russian naval architects. Our team is quite young nowadays. We have a high scientific potential and technical capacity. We are able to design any contemporary surface ship. It can be virtually of any displacement, from a corvette to a cruiser. At the end of the past century, Severnoye Design Bureau successfully designed and put in serial production Project 956 destroyers of Severnoye class, Project 1155 large anti-submarine ships of Udaloy class, and Project 1164 missile cruisers of Moscow class. Another big success was the development of third-generation ships such as large anti-submarine ship Admiral Chabanenko, Project 11551, and heavy nuclear-powered missile cruiser Peter the Great, Project 11442. Projects 1144 and 11442 were a response to a line of nuclear cruisers built overseas. It called for new ideas from Russian developers. The naval architects managed to outline the performance characteristics of a new ship, as well as her classification, as early as at the stage of conceptual design. The increase in displacement and comprehensive approach to armament enabled the developers to define her functions completely. This nuclear cruiser with powerful missiles was designed to safeguard and maintain the stability of the Russian Navy, also in the zone of high seas in the ocean. She is meant to destroy large task forces of the enemy. However, the three cruisers that became operational with the Russian Navy from mid to late 80s were mothballed in the 90s. Only Peter the Great, commissioned in the very end of 1998, managed to maintain its operational readiness. Her length of 262 meters and her displacement of 25,860 tons provide perfect seaworthiness, great survivability, and high standards of habitability. The propulsion system includes 2 nuclear reactors, 4 power plants, auxiliary boilers, turbines, steam and gas turbo generators. This giant is capable of providing electricity and heat supply to an entire city of 200,000 people. And there are no limits for cruising endurance of her nuclear reactor at all. The cruiser is armed with new missile systems. The S-300F anti-aircraft system and Granite anti-ship system are not only able to perform a group missile strike with target distribution in a salvo, but also to engage well-protected targets. The operational range of Granite missiles is 500 kilometers. Our priority is to contribute to the national security. By developing surface fleet, we develop high-tech industry. Our ships are way ahead of our time and are likely to remain so and stay in service for many years to come, at least for some 40 or 50 years. Only 20 years ago, our country was undergoing very hard times. Difficult 90s brought a great deal of hardships for the Bureau, but in conditions of conversion, the Bureau managed to succeed in the most important task, retaining the team of professionals.
Мы не гнушаясь никакой работы, работали.
We would agree to any job. We worked for municipal services, water treatment services, and other utilities, even food industry. We'd take any design or engineering job whatsoever. Despite the difficulties, the Design Bureau made a strategically important move, and in 1997 it started to use the Foran 3D software for designing and engineering. Of course, quality comes first. Quality and efficiency in producing documentation, facilitating the design process. Today, all the data to the manufacturers is transferred digitally, and Severnoye shipyard receives it directly from the developers. We have laid a fiber optics cable between Severnoye Design Bureau and Severnoye shipyard, and the documentation to the NC machines is fed directly from the designers. By preserving high qualification of specialists and formidable scientific and technical capacity, establishing links with leading shipbuilding companies and R&D centers, the naval architects from St. Petersburg managed to rise to a new level in their growth. They successfully produce highly competitive pieces of naval materiel, timely respond to the requirements of the Russian Navy, and work to supply navies of foreign countries.
We
made a contract with the Indian Navy for design and construction of Project 11356 frigates. 3 ships were handed over in early 2000s, and 3 more are currently under construction at the Yantar shipyard in Kaliningrad. The customer highly appreciated the ships, which resulted in the conclusion of the contract. The warships are armed with the new BrahMos anti-ship missile system developed jointly by Russia and India. The lead frigate of Tech class was handed over to India in 2012. The ships of Severnoye Design Bureau are also well known to the border guards. Patrol ships of Project 11351 Nerey joined the naval detachments of the Soviet KGB border guards between 1983 and 1990. The ships based on Project 1135, intended to protect the 200-mile exclusive economic zone, featured great seaworthiness, powerful armament, and ability to perform combat missions under severe weather conditions. Another project is 22460 Rubin, a border guard patrol ship built at the special order of the FSB border guards of Russia at the Almaz shipbuilding company in St. Petersburg, also intended to protect the state border. Her automatic AK-630 gun mount and 2 12.7mm cord machine guns make her indispensable in fighting terrorism and sea piracy. A search and rescue helicopter and 2 motorboats aboard considerably expand the capabilities of the ship. It increases her radius of operation and her ability to apprehend the offenders and perform reconnaissance missions. So this ship is fast and it'll get the target anywhere. The state-of-the-art corvettes developed at the Bureau, with the displacement from 500 to 2,000 tons, are estimated to take some 25% of the market of light surface ships. For more than 50 years, Severnoye Design Bureau has been developing roll stabilizers. We are the only design bureau in Russia that designs roll stabilizers for all classes of ships. The naval architects have accumulated great experience in designing both warships and commercial vessels. That is why Severnoye Design Bureau now is one of the essential links in the structure of the United Shipbuilding Corporation, whose goal is to implement the strategy of domestic shipbuilding development. Technical documentation makes it possible to manufacture ships and vessels at the yards located both in Russia and abroad. The geography of SDB contracts is quite wide. Norway, France, Germany, Spain, Korea, United States, United Kingdom, Brazil, Chile, and China.
Мы секреты не отдаем.
We're not revealing our secrets. We're just sharing a piece of our experience,
Вот, а все не отдаем.
not giving everything away.
Практически весь надвор.
In India, basically the whole surface fleet is designed and built with our participation. We're still working on the new projects in India. Our ship is being built there, and our people are there too. If there's a project in Vietnam, we send our team to Vietnam for technical follow-up and supervision. If it's in China, we go to China. We built a ship in Kazakhstan which now operates at the Caspian Sea. With quick reaction to problems and continuous feedback from the customers, our designers develop their capacity to deliver better results. This surely reduces the construction schedule, increases the safety of ships and their survivability. New times set new tasks, and the modern Admiral Gorshkov frigate developed by Severnoye Design Bureau is unique both in her quality and technological perfection. She was launched on October 29, 2010. What we built for the Russian Navy, like frigate 22350 at Severnoye Verf shipyard, is something that has never existed before. It's an absolutely new, state-of-the-art ship, the ship of the 21st century. Thanks to her versatility, the ship will undoubtedly replace the entire range of patrol ships and large anti-submarine ships, and she will open a new area in the development of the Russian Navy. A few years ago, there was a maritime show in London where Severnoye Design Bureau took part. The English newspapers wrote,
Северное ПКБ – лучшее конструкторское бюро в Европе.
The Severnoye Design Bureau is the best design office in Europe. That's how they define us. In fact, even if compared with other design companies, we are one of the strongest design bureaus both in Russia and in Europe. Modern Russia builds new ships, just like it used to do in times of Peter the Great, Admiral Nakhimov, and Ushakov. Design and construction of the modern fleet is the engine that is sure to push forward the very formation of contemporary Russia and help it transfer to innovative development. For a warship is just a tip of an iceberg, whose name is technical, innovative, and industrial potential of the country. We are good at building ships, and we know how to build them. An advanced warship designed and built to the highest standards will serve the country for more than half a century, and Severnoye Design Bureau, together with the Russian Navy, is making history right now.